What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Grand Junction, Colorado. Today, another fun one for you, another informative one for you. We're going to talk about how to get to know Grand Junction in a real short amount of time. And we're going to do it right after this, so stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? I'm Robert Hayes, and along with my wife, Christie, we are the Hayes Home Group right here in Grand Junction, Colorado. Hey, if you're brand spanking new to this channel and you just want to know everything about what it's like to work, live, play, eat, sleep here in Grand Junction, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, so you're notified every single time we post a new video. We are literally getting phone calls every single day from folks looking to move out this way, and we absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about moving out this way, reach out any way that you know how. That information popping up below. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even send that dang carrier pigeon. We've got your back days, nights, weekends when moving here to Grand Junction. Okay, so this morning we're just taking a stroll down Main Street here in Grand Junction, Colorado, looking at a couple of cool things here. It's only, geez, about 7:45 in the morning, but you've got Kiln Coffee right over here. You've got the Dream Cafe, some breakfast goers right over here. So when it comes to Grand Junction and really kind of getting to know the essence of Grand Junction, or the vibe, let's call it, and you've only got a day or two, maybe 3 days to come out here and explore and really get a sense of what Grand Junction is all about, the number one thing that you have to do is get down here on Main Street and just kind of explore all the little, shops, bars, restaurants, brew pubs. You got, again, Dream Cafe. You got Cafe Soul just up the way. Main Street Bagels here on 6th and Main Street. So when it comes to getting that vibe, that Main Street charm, kind of talking to some of the folks down here, that slower pace, that lifestyle that you might be really looking for, you're going to get that sense here on Main Street. We've actually talked too about a couple of places you can stay. You've got the Spring Hill Suites right over here on 3rd and Main, and then across the way you've got the I think it's the Fairfield Inn. So a couple of places that you can stay right here on Main Street to kind of give you that proximity to get to know the area, downtown area, and the vibe that is Grand Junction. As far as getting to know a town in 2 or 3 days completely, it's just, you can't do it, right? It's just really kind of difficult based on the seasonality of all the events that happen in a town. You really have to be here year round. But the first thing that I would recommend, if you do have that day or two to get out here, is make sure you head here to Main Street and explore that 5 or 6 blocks of the little boutique stores, like I said, the shops, the restaurants, the antique shops. You got a bookstore right over here. So that's going to give you a sense of what Grand Junction's all about. The next thing that you want to do, if you've got a day or 2 or 3 here in Grand Junction, is make sure you head up to the Colorado National Monument. Obviously, you're coming out this way, at least that's my assumption, to kind of just get immersed in those landscapes of Colorado and what is Colorado, right? Maybe you're in, the flatlands of Texas, and you're looking for something a little bit different, some mountainscapes. The National Monument is just going to blow your mind. So make sure you get up to the Colorado National Monument. It's a 22-mile road on top. There's 2 entrances. You can go from the west entrance to the east entrance, and it'll drop you back down on Highway 340. So either way, but it'll take you, 45 minutes if you're not stopping at all, which I would absolutely recommend that you do. There's a little visitor center that's on the west end, kind of towards the exit, I would say, of the west end of the Monument Road, and just kind of get a sense of, again, the landscapes, the scenery that a lot of folks are coming out to Grand Junction for. The next thing that you absolutely must do if you have, again, a day or two or three, is make sure you get out to Palisade on the east end of the valley. And it's only a town of about 3,000 people, but that's where wine country is. There's probably over 30 wineries out that way. So get a sense of what it looks like out there in Palisade and do a wine tour. Sorry, big truck going by. Do a wine tour, do wine tasting, do a bicycle tour if you can muster that and you have some time to do that. So get out to Palisade, wine country. It's absolutely gorgeous this time of year. So that's the third thing that I recommend that you do. The fourth thing that I would absolutely recommend that you do is take Highway 65 and head up to the Grand Mesa. That's the world's largest flat top mountain. Now that's going to take maybe 45 minutes to an hour. That's it from Grand Junction along Highway 65 and get up on top of the Grand Mesa. We've had some clients that this time of year, late May, right now it's middle of June, but in late May, keep in mind that's 10,000 feet up on the Grand Mesa. We're only 4,500 feet here, so you get that cool air, that cool breeze, those cooler temperatures up on the Grand Mesa, and you can actually still get into some snow in late May up on the Grand Mesa. So I would certainly do that just to get a sense of, again, those gorgeous landscapes that are all around Grand Junction. The next thing I would do is explore Fruita, Colorado, which is only about 7-8 minutes away, and definitely get the Fruita vibe going. I would certainly head to Hot Tomato Pizza. We just did a video about Hot Tomato. See if I can cross the street here without getting killed. Has the red hand up, so I guess that's probably not a good thing. Let's hit the button here and see what that does.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
So get out to the Hot Tomato Pizza. That video that we did, it was voted as the #1 pizza place in the Grand Valley. And that's just going to give you a sense of what Fruita is all about if you're thinking about maybe making Fruita your destination instead of Grand Junction. We've helped a number of clients get into homes in the Fruita area. And again, it's a smaller town, about 10,000-11,000 people, but you have that access to Grand Junction, which again is only about 7-8 minutes away. So those are the 5 things I would say must-dos that you have to explore when you get here to Grand Junction if you have that limited amount of time. And again, the main thing I would say is get here on Main Street. Enjoy just this gorgeous walk. Look at the flower beds, the planters they have here. The city does a great job. And just enjoy all these. There's the El Bistro Italiano. We did a video on that, best Italian food you've ever had. So get that down-home vibe, go along Main Street here and explore everything that there is to offer here on Main Street. Talking about those festivals, next Thursday, they're going to start what they call the Market on Main. So they're going to close all of Main Street from 3rd Street all the way to 7th. And the whole Main Street is going to be lined with produce, little retail kind of booths, all kinds of fun stuff. That starts next Thursday and that goes through September. So if you're coming at a time of the year where they're not doing that, again, you're not going to get that sense, that vibe of everything that goes on throughout the year. Let's talk about some things that you should do seasonally if you get here at a specific time of year here in Grand Junction. So if you are coming in the summer right now, again, it's middle of June, definitely take advantage of that Market on Main right here on Main Street. They're going to do that every Thursday through September. That starts, again, middle of June. And then also head out to Highline Lake. That's in Loma, which is only maybe 20-25 minutes away. You can do jet skiing, you can do boating, you can do paddle boarding, all kinds of fun stuff out there at Highline Lake. It's just nothing to get in there as far as parking. So you don't need to have a boat to go out there and enjoy kind of the summer fun here in Grand Junction. You can rent those paddle boards right out there at Highline Lake. So those are 2 things I would absolutely do in the summertime if you're coming during that time of year here in Grand Junction. If you're coming out here in the springtime, the few things that I would recommend that you do, they have the Arbor Festival every spring. That's downtown there at Lincoln Park. All kinds of fun stuff, food trucks, all those goodies out there at the Arbor Festival. And then in Fruita, they have the Fat Tire Festival, which is a mountain biking festival they hold every spring. And that's out in Fruita. They have Mike the Headless Chicken Festival. Yep, we have a festival that's named after some dude named Mike who's a headless chicken. So that's pretty fun. And then go check out our minor league baseball, the Grand Junction Rockies, there at Simplesio Field. They just did a nice renovation over there at Simplesio Field. So go watch some baseball. A few things that I would absolutely say to do if you're coming here in the springtime. If you're going to be coming out during the winter months, obviously, I think you should certainly get up to Powderhorn Ski Resort. That's our local skiing, and being from California, born and raised, as you guys know, been here for 15, 16 years now. Our local skiing at Powderhorn blows the skiing away that I was used to in Southern California at Big Bear. It's only 40, 45 minutes away. So head up to Powderhorn. Lift tickets are only like $70, so it's not bad at all. Get some skiing under your belt here in Grand Junction close by. And then they have, if you're heading here around the holiday season, around Christmas, they have a Christmas parade. Again, right down on Main Street here. Just gets everyone out. Just that, you know, family vibe. They do the Christmas tree lighting over there by that Wells Fargo Bowl we were just at. So that's super fun. Gives you that holiday spirit. And then if you're coming during the fall, talking about heading up to the Grand Mesa, another thing that is a must do, get up there, take the chairlift at Powderhorn. Now the ski resort's going to be closed. We actually did a video on this where we took the chairlift from the Powderhorn Ski Resort all the way to the top of the Grand Mesa, and those colors, right? The reds, the yellows, the oranges just pop in the fall season, late September. They call it Color Sunday. So you're just going to be blown away by those incredible colors up there on the Grand Mesa during the fall. So there you go. I mean, you know, again, you can't get a perfect sense of what any town is going to feel like if you only have a day or two or 3 or 4 days even to get a sense, because there's too many things going on throughout the year. But you're coming out and you want to know what's the essence of Grand Junction, what's the vibe. Those are the things that I think are must-dos when you come out here, and I think that really will give you a good sense of what Grand Junction's all about. So hope that was helpful. Again, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe, tap the bell wherever it is. That way you're notified every single time we post a new video. And if you are thinking about moving here to Grand Junction, or you have questions about moving here to Grand Junction, that information popping back up below, give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even send that carrier pigeon. We've got your back days, nights, weekends when moving here to Grand Junction. Until the next video, we'll catch you later.